Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm your SimCFI and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be in the Fenix A320 and their brand new update. I don't really know what they fixed, but we're going to be in it and we're going to take it from Zurich to Dusseldorf and then possibly from Dusseldorf back to Zurich, and that's to be determined. I just did a fresh NVIDIA install. I swapped my DLSS for the newest version. I did a disk cleanup, I cleared my cache, and I just reinstalled the whole sim. So if there's something missing, it's probably because it's not reinstalled. And I just noticed something that we don't have our GSX installed, so we'll be doing that all manual, but that's not a big deal because honestly I don't care for GSX anyways, to be honest. I'm still in reserve, so let me leave that real quick. I had that sim plugged in. I'm still in reserve, so if I have to leave randomly, that is a possibility. They might call me out. The last call is 8 p.m. and it is currently 5 p.m. It's unlikely, but possible. So if I just have to leave, I just have to leave. I want to say thank you to the channel partners. All the channel partners will be listed at the top right corner of your screen, and you will see them there. If you want to check out anything they have to offer, you can check them out with the description. Everything's in the description. Discount codes, links, affiliate links, my setting, or not my settings, but my specs, everything's down there. So be sure to go check that down below if you want to save some money on Contrail, Prodesk, Sim, Tobii Eye Tracker. Anything is going to be all down below, guys. And then lastly, thank you to the channel members. Whoever become a channel member, I really appreciate your support, and it's what allows us to keep going here and get better hardware and cameras and all sorts of different stuff like that. So, configuring my cameras here. We're going to go ahead and show you the hardware we're going to be using today, and we got quite a bit of it. So on your, let's fix my camera here. On the bottom of your right screen of the horizontal section, by the way guys, we're streaming horizontally and vertically, but on the bottom right we have our Winwing FCU with EFIS, both left and right sides, and then up here is our PLT A from PU Air Korea. On the bottom left we have our Winwing MCDU, and then you can't see it, maybe if I the cord might stop it, we have, there it is, our Prodesk Sim A320 Honeycomb Bravo kit as well. So we'll be using a lot of kit. I have reached out to Winwing. They will be sending me their Ursa Minor joystick, so I'll be able to use that for you guys as well once that comes on in. But for right now, we're just going to be using my basic Virpil Mongoose with Warbird stick. We'll say hi to guys in chat. Aviator Kyber, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. You've been in quite a the streams now. Martin, hello, welcome. Amateur, welcome. I hope you'll be flying to and from RDU this November. I hope so too. You'll have to remind me. I'll bid for it. The October bid comes out in the 10th of October. Let me just remind me, and I'll try to bid for that. That'll be pretty cool. SFS, welcome, welcome, welcome. Since when you fly Airbus? Well, I've been flying here and there. I've been kind of mix up the airplanes here and there, and I've had, I just kind of want an easy day, so we're going to do the Airbus today. I don't have to try too hard. Doing Venice to Frankfurt in the RJ9. Great inspiration of your yesterday's flight in the RJ. Always something new in the box to improve my skills. Hey, I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope that your flight goes well as well. On the vertical stream, we got 16 of you guys watching. I appreciate all you guys watching. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and do all that kind of cool stuff. Well, that's what I forgot to give you guys. I forgot to give you guys a subscriber counter. Let me go ahead and get you that here. There you go. I'll just fix that up. Perfect. We're at 9071, guys. That's quite insane. That is crazy. We're hoping to hit 10,000 by the end of the month. That is our subscription goal. I really like the Leonardo MD-82. Yeah, that MD-80 is amazing. What a beautiful airplane. We're gonna go ahead and hop inside here. I'll be honest with you guys, Zurich has been giving me a lot of FPS issues. So it looks like it's running decent now, but we'll keep going and see what happens here. All my views have, I think, oh no. Alright, since the reinstall, my views have unset themselves. So let me go ahead and make these very quickly. I just reinstalled the game, as I said, guys, so and we're gonna do this all over again for every single airplane. Note to self, don't go to the beta. I went to the beta, it runs fine, but then the 777 wouldn't load, and I just said screw it, I'm just gonna go and just gonna go ahead and go back to the original version that works. I'll give you guys a couple of wing views so we have it for the engine startup section. Does Zurich have 2 airports? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. It's just LSZH. We're at LSZH right now is where we are. It shouldn't have 2 airports. And this is, I believe it's MK Studios. I could be wrong, but I think it's MK Studios Zurich, and or it might be Jetstreams Zurich. But I'm pretty sure it's MK Studios. You can buy them on the Contra web shop, and that's where I got it. There we go. We'll start with those, and then we'll get more as we go here, guys. So, starting on the little tableau over here, we'll go to the Fenix app. Tap to import all our flight plan information there. I'm gonna say it's the wrong time because it's meant to be nighttime, but I've changed that. Mass and balance, we're just gonna press load aircraft. I'm gonna load it instantly, and we'll send it to the MCDU, and that's basically good to go there. We're gonna leave that for the time being. We're gonna go to the overhead panel real quick and make sure everything's set the way we like it. The IRSs are set to nav. Everything is okay. The airplane's already flown today. We're gonna go ahead and turn our navigation lights to the on position there. Make sure everything matches my PLTB, which it does. External power is on, the fuel pumps are all off, the APU's off. Obviously the batteries are on. That's all looking good. We're gonna go down to, there we go. Gonna go down here, the Atsu menu. I'll bring up the cameras so you guys can see me use my Winwing MCDU. I don't know why it's shaking, but Atsu. Oh, it's not working right now. Let's see if I can change it here. Does it change the screen? That's weird. Let me close SimApp Pro, and then let me reopen the SimApp Pro. I think SimApp Pro is not even open to start off with. But let me try that first. Oh, this is ZRH. Are there different airports name codes in Europe? Yeah, there's usually different code. There's different code style. There we go. There we go. I think it works now. So, MCD menu, Atsu, AOC, flight init. We will. I love that about Winwing. You just restart the software and it works. Press init data, we'll get all our data loaded in here. You can see we're Swiss 1026 from Zurich to Dusseldorf. Estimated as an hour and 2 minutes. That's pretty good. We'll press init and request. It's gonna grab all that data for us. We're flight 1026. I'm gonna move this up a little bit so it stops shaking a little bit here. I have it velcroed. There we go. Goes in there. Awesome. We'll take a quick look-sees together at the OFP. So we're going to be cruising today at 34,000 feet. I'll just throw in the FMS there down there as well. This is our route. It's quite a long route for such a short flight. I find that that's off in Europe. Frankfurt is the alternate airport. You can see the turbulence en route has been reported at 0-1, so very light turbulence over here. And we'll be cruising roughly around the, we're cruising 0.79 today. Looks like we're gonna have some tailwinds en route. It's only 3 degrees above ISIS, so that's not too bad on standard. Time to the alternate Frankfurt's 36 minutes, and that means we're gonna be burning about 3,500 pounds. That's not too bad. We should be expecting 13.8 on the fuel, and that's in pounds. And we have 13.8 in pounds, so that works. That's pretty good. And our zero fuel weight should be roughly 13.48. I'm just gonna quickly check that. If it lets me. Oh, this is doing that thing where it doesn't want to work again, huh? That's weird. Unplug and replug. Yeah, this is what happens when you do from a new install, guys. There we go. Perf. Actually, it's in it next page. That's what I'm looking for. Zero fuel that I got planned there is 134, and it says 134.08. That works pretty well. We'll press the fuel planning section there. The block fuel is 13.4 or 13.8, sorry. Well, I'll round down 13.7. There we go. All right. Gonna pull up sim brief on my other monitor here. We're gonna reconnect to that sim. I don't think anyone's online, but we'll redo that. In the vertical stream, Adam, hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. No worries, Opter. Is the Fenix study level? Nothing in flight sim is study level. Study level actually technically means those level D sims, those big ones with motion and all that. But if you're talking about high fidelity, it is quite a high fidelity model. They're still missing, I think the breakers don't work. I'm not sure. Like, I think stuff like that. Oh no, the breakers work. So you can do breaker stuff too. So it's a very high fidelity airplane. You could do MELs and all sorts of stuff if you want to as well. It's a very cool airplane. This is probably one of the best in Microsoft Flight Sim. And I was right, we don't have anybody on control, so that's okay. We're going to be doing its wind is variable. I'm going to turn on VATSIM radar and just see if anybody else is in or out of the airport, and if so, what are they using. Looks like everyone's just at the gates right now. Let me check real world and see what they're using. So currently in Zurich real world they are using, let's see if it loads up here. They're using 34, it looks like. So that's what we're going to plan. We're going to plan on runway 34 for our departure. So the departure, or is it 32 or 34? Yeah, 34. It's pretty sure that's what I saw. Let me just make sure here. Come on, flight aware. You got to load for me here. Looks like both of them, to be honest. We'll just do 34. Optimum flap, no, toga no, anti-ice off, packs variably on. We're going to sync our load sheet. We're going to sync our weather. We're going to calculate all that. 56, 57, 57 with a flap 1 setting and nose down trim of 0.5, flex temp of 60. We're just going to set all that to the MCDU, and it's going to be preset for us there. We press perf. You can see 56, 57, 57. Flap 1 point, don't nose down 0.5 with a flex of 60, as you can see right there. It's all been put in. We're going to press flight plan, Zurich, departure, runway 34. And we're going to be taking the Digris 5 Lima. Unless they have me planned for a different runway. Let me check here. Empty that out. Erase. Departure 32. There it is. Well, I guess we're doing 32. Let me go back over here. 32. Sync load, sync weather, calculate, send it. There we go. Alright, we'll insert that. So runway 32 in the Digris 5 Lima. And then arrival. I don't know what my runway is just yet, so I'm going to forego that with the left arrow key. or the right arrow key. And we're going to be arriving via the Donu 1 Alpha. Right there. We'll execute that for the time being. We'll enter our runway as we get a little bit closer. So let's go over the overhead panel, guys, and we're going to go ahead and press our EPU master on. I appreciate all you guys in the vertical and horizontal streams. We picked up 2 subscribers. Thank you so much for that, guys. Press the start switch and we'll go outside so you guys can hear a cool little view, or hear a cool view. Hear the APU. Yeah, the Fenix definitely is one of the greatest airplanes in this sim. It runs well, no complaints really. Let me go ahead and turn on, the cameras are already on actually, so we're going to set up our FMS here, or I'm all over the place, our FCU here. Gotta slow down. Our initial climb is up to 5,000 feet, so we're set to thousands, and I'll set 5,000. Speed is managed, direction is managed. I like to have personally constraints turned on both sides. And then lastly, we're going to go ahead and make sure our altimeter setting is set properly. So the altimeter setting is 1015, 1015, 1015. That's all set for us as well. Go and uncage our standby artificial horizon. Awesome. And with the APU online, we'll go ahead and turn the APU bleed on. The external power we can deselect, and then our fuel pumps can get turned on, our beacon light can get turned on, our no smoking and seatbelt signs should be on. I'm going to go down here and set 2000 on the squawk, which we already are. I'm going to turn that into the on position so VATSIM knows it's mode C. And I'm just going to make sure that this works, which I think it does. Perfect. We're gonna run that. Cool. Awesome. So we're gonna go over here. We don't have a GSX anymore, so I'm just gonna do a pushback through this tool here. We're gonna get rid of the GPU, get rid of the air, get rid of the stairs, get rid of the chocks, close the door, and we are going to connect the tug. The virtual tug, he's there in spirit, and then we're gonna get going. Make sure there's no one behind us, which there is not. And yeah, let's go ahead and give you guys a very quick departure briefing here. So we'll be taxiing, we're just gonna be pushing back here, and we'll probably go face go to the left hand side. We'll face north. That should work, and then we'll just taxi here across and hold short of 32. On the Degris 5 Lima off runway 32, it's straight ahead, 327 on the heading, then track of Z. Let me just follow along actually with the FMS here. There you go. Anyways, track of 327. Then the ZH-580, then it's a left-hand turn 241 to ZH-569, then 568, then 501 to Momel. And then to Kual, this is 504 to ZH-525, lastly to Degris. There we go, and we've been cleared 5,000 as we have no one here to clear us. I'll just give us 5,000 for now and I'll get it in later on. We have a max speed of 250 below 10,000, and the transition altitude, which I'm always going to forget in Europe, is different. It's going to be 7,000 feet here. We'll put that away and we will push back. Alright, let's go ahead and do the parking brake off. And start. Hope you guys are all doing well. Demic, welcome. Hey Sim, you're missing a flight plan on VATSIM. Oh, you know what? I'm always doing that. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Refile. Let me disconnect from VATSIM. File it. Connect. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I need a dispatcher. When taking off any airport, is their departure always followed even if the flight plan is right off the runway? I've been trying to learn how the SIDs work in regulation of my flight plan. That depends on the airport that you're going to, you're starting from. It really does depend. So sometimes if there is no... Why are we turning? I didn't tell you to turn. Sometimes if there's no departure that takes you the way you want it, you have to you'll have to just do, like, for example, let's say you're going to LaGuardia. LaGuardia sometimes doesn't give you a departure because there's something called the LaGuardia 7 departure, and it's actually not programmable in the FMS, so you'll have to program it for yourself. Oh, sorry, you'll have to just fly it, and it's usually just a heading plus a climb somewhere. Alright guys, I'm going to pan the cameras on down, and you guys are going to see the start switches, part of the Prodev Sim package here. Right over here, these two guys here. So, we're going to stop our push. Right about there. Actually, that worked out quite well. Disconnecting the tug, we'll throw on the parking brake, we'll press the ignition to the start section, and then we're going to lift number 1 here. Awesome sounds for the Fenix. Hey Calvin, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Are you flying CFM or IAE? Because they added a big update for the engines. I can't hear a word that guy's saying. We're on the CFM engines today. Alright, gonna go and start number 2. These are the Pro Desk Sim A320 throttle set, equipped with the arming of the spoiler, the flap handle that has the lift function, auto throttle disconnect with the switch there, and all the detents as well, which is pretty cool. And you can also add the additional engine starters there. Alrighty, those both engines are up and running. The available light's about to go out there as well. Cube on the vertical stream. Hey, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for saying hello as well. Glad you're here. And hope you're enjoying your day so far. I'm gonna go up the overhead panel, guys. We're gonna kick off the APU bleed. We're gonna get rid of the master switch as well. That's basically it for that part. We're going to turn the taxi light to the taxi position. Toothpaste, is there any free ATC mods for the game you recommend? Free? No. Other than VATSIM, but if you're just learning, I wouldn't hop onto VATSIM right away. But VATSIM is technically free. But it's not AI ATC, it's actually real people. We're using VATSIM right now, but no one's controlling our area, so we're gonna have to just make traffic reports basically. Alright, we're gonna go here, set flaps to 1. I'll show you how it works here if you guys can see it. we'll set the flaps, move it down to the 1 position. That's all been set. We can arm the spoiler as well. Auto brakes to max. Let me turn our predictive wind shear on. And we can also go ahead and go full left, full right, full up, full down. Good, that's all good. I'm gonna let these guys know where we're taxiing, and then we're gonna get going. It looks like we're taking Kilo, crossing runway 28, and then short 32. Zurich traffic, Swiss Air 1026, taxiing in the apron, Kilo, crossing runway 28, Hotel Street, short runway 32, Zurich. Alright, park and brake can get turned off. And we're gonna get going. Let's go ahead and give you a nice little wing view here. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but this scenery absolutely destroys my frames usually. I don't know why though. No worries, Cheesepay. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing. We picked up 3 more subscriptions. Thank you so much for that, guys. Really appreciate that. We're on the road to 9,100. Hopefully we can hit that by the end of the day. 9,100 and 10,000 by the end of the month. Alright guys, we're just waiting on the cabin. Everything else is basically ready to go. Oh, I think I might have known why I get a little bit less performance. Let's go check the NVIDIA control panel. I'll do this while taxiing. I don't recommend this. NVIDIA control panel's lagging my whole system out as usual, as most NVIDIA control or apps do. Right before we cross, we're just gonna take a look to the right. There's no one there. Take a look to the left. No one there. Zurich traffic, Swiss Air 1026 crossing 28 at Kilo. Throw strobes on just in case here. Now usually real world, if it's not an active runway, you don't have to do you don't have to throw on your strobes, but on VATSIM I don't know what's an active runway. People can do whatever they want, so. That feels a little bit better. Ultra low or low latency set to ultra, and high performance NVIDIA control panel settings, guys. I have a whole settings video that should help you with your settings. Go for the strobes to put them in auto. Okay, we're going short of runway 32 here. Take a look off to the right. No one's there. No one on the left side. This airplane's pretty cool. I'm gonna set up a view right here before we get going. Sound like airplane like turned off. That's not good. It's still here. Go ahead and line up. Takeoff config is clicked, and we did a nose down of 5 degrees. I almost forgot about that. That's why you need checklists, guys. There's 5. Awesome. Zurich traffic, Swiss Air 1026, landing up runway 32 on the Degers 5 Lima departure. Just move my chair back a little bit, and let's get going here. Strobes on. There's no one here to clear us for takeoff, so I'm just gonna go everything on. except for the wing. Don't really need that. Sort of ask another question. Are you just trying to chill, but does RDU always have SIDS? I'm just guessing you've flown out of there before. Yeah, RDU, like 99% of the time you're going to get a departure SID. Looks like the wind is quite calm. Alright guys, if you're ready to go, get those flex emojis in chat. Man, flex SRS runway blue. AD is checked. Brought to my transponder, gonna TCAS, oh well. P1, rotate. I completely forgot about the view, but that's okay. You're up. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab our TCAS. I did forget to do that on the ground. Should have did it prior to runway. That's okay. Alright, leave her to the climb detent. I think I gotta configure my throttles after this. They're not exactly configured. Yeah, I'll have to go configure these. Alright, we're gonna throw the autopilot on for the time being. I don't know what's happening now, but we'll just hand fly it. Yeah, it's not quite working. There. I have to recalibrate my, it's still happening. Let's see where they are. Yeah, they're in the climb detent. Well, we're coming up to 5,000 feet now. We'll level off, get some speed back, and then we'll get going. It also went to vertical speed for some sort of reason as well. So we'll get that going up higher. Doesn't want to manage to climb anymore. But we got thrust climb, open climb, which is strange, and nav. We'll do it like this for the second, guys. We're gonna get our flaps up. We'll go autopilot 1. I'll have to configure my climbs, all my settings there. Flap 0. We're going up to 340 up there. Get rid of our belts, or our spoiler. And I'm gonna configure this now. Go ahead and grab our landing lights off. There we go. Config. Again, guys, I just reinstalled the whole sim, so unfortunately this is what happens when you do that. Idle. Climb. Flex. Toga. Door. There we go. Auto thrust. Thrust climb. That's all set. I'll do the flaps later because I don't want to do the flaps right now. That's going to be a bad idea. So we won't do that. Alright, we're above the transition altitude. We're going to go standard. You gonna head out? Alright, Calvin, we'll see you on the next one, or if you come in later on. I appreciate all you guys watching. We got 20 of you guys in the horizontal and 28 of you guys in the vertical. Really appreciate that. I'm just going to try to fix this managed problem. I don't know why this isn't working. I don't know why it's not going into a managed climb. Open climb is working. No, it doesn't, nothing's going managed. Alright, well, we'll manually accelerate this to about 280 or so. Let's try putting a cost index that helps it out. Okay. It needs a cost index. There we go. Now we learn for next time. This airplane doesn't work without a cost index. Managed climb, and we're all back in managed speed as well. Thrust climb. Lonnie, hey, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, Lonnie. Actually, Lonnie, I'm doing this flight a little early in hopes I can do the return and then fly with you as long as I'm allowed to. I might have to go play some Fortnite, but I'm gonna try to get both these flights done, and then we can play together on your stream as well, which I think will be kind of cool. We're gonna go auto on the strobes, and we'll get the seatbelt signs turned off as well. Yeah, I did, Demick. I'm just gonna fix up my views. I just did a complete reinstall of 2024. So everything got reset, unfortunately, which is very annoying. I'm thinking, Lonnie, I might come take the citation in your stream. And this is a very bad idea, guys, but we're going to turn dynamic settings off, and we're going to go use auto FPS, because dynamic settings is making the game look pretty disgusting right now. Toothpaste, yes, I fly the CRJ 900 in real life. Alright, come up to these clouds. They're very thin, but we might need some cowl anti-ice here, but yeah, we're good to go. What's the temperature? Plus 11. We actually don't need any anti-ice just yet. We're not below plus 10 yet. Alright guys, well I'm going to turn the cameras to the opposition and we'll just enjoy the flight as we go here. We don't have too long to our destination, so we're going to start getting set up for it. Yeah, that's sick. Oh, wait for this. 17-hour CFI here. Just now getting big into the Fenix A320, hoping the airlines open up again soon. Yeah, I'm sure they will soon. They should start going up, going soon. Everybody needs pilots, just not all at once, but there's always going to be a need for them. Okay, because there's no one here, I'm just going to give myself a direct to the next waypoint here. There we go. Speed this up a little bit. Alrighty, and we're going to go ahead and plan our arrival into Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf, weather, ATIS is showing runway 5 right. Their altimeter setting. That's a weird written ATIS. 1015 as well. Alright. We'll put that in the standby for later, so we have it known of what we need. Risk of runway excursions or taxiway excursions. Incursion, I meant to say. Taxi runway 5 right. Check hotspots. Yeah, pretty benign weather. Although we do actually have some pretty low vis. They use meters down there. Runway 5 left is showing 2,000 meters with a neutral trend, unless they use feet as well, but I assume they use meters for their RVR. And runway 5 right is prevailing 2,000 with a neutral trend as well. A few clouds at 0 feet. So this is going to be a full, basically a full ILS IFR landing, guys. It'd be kind of cool. Runway 5 right, ILS. We're going to get that all sorted up and ready to go. We'll go over here and press our arrival. And we're landing 5 right. It's going to be good conditions. There's no rain reported. Apply the METAR. And we'll go auto brakes medium. Our landing weight, that's a good question. Let's go over here. Fenix, mass balance. We're going to be loaded. Our 0 fuel weight was 134.7. We're expected to be there with 8,000, so 134 plus 4 is 138 plus 4 is 142. So 140, we'll call it 143,000 pound landing to be on the safe side as I go through every single view to get back here. One, 4, 3. It says we're over it. Max landing weight is 142.1. Make sure I did my math right here. I'll even bust out the calculator. Yeah, we're supposed to be at 143.2, so we got a lot of fuel loaded. This is what SimBrief does. SimBrief always overloads us with fuel every single time. Have no way of changing that at this point. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell it to climb even faster, and I'm just gonna hopes to burn all our gas. Not wanting to take it. Alright, well, let's change our cost index. There you go. What do you say now? There we go. 340. Perfect. Burn all that gas. Let's go even faster. 250. Alright, it's the fastest it'll go. That's fine. We'll burn as much as we can do. What do we got now for our flight plan? We burned 200 pounds more. It's not that much better. We're still at 143. Yeah, this is why, man, SimBrief, like, it always loads me so heavy. And it's not that it's overweight for the takeoff, it's just they don't plan that you're not going to burn what you're actually going to burn on the arrival. Reed, hey, welcome. 2 320 streams in 1 week. Now we're talking. It's green. It won't take it. Go. Thanks. I did 250. Higher the cost and faster the burn. Yeah. So Lonnie, the way it works is the cost index. The lower the number, it means fuel is expensive, which means you're gonna go slower. And the higher the number, it means fuel is cheap. It'll burn all of it. It's gonna go as fast as it can go. I just put 300, 250. You can put whatever you want in there, but I think 250. It didn't make a difference from 200 to 250. So even if I do 350, might not even take it. It does take it. What does it do? Yeah, it's the same numbers. That's all it's gonna give me. Want to burn everything. Next phase, cruise. It's gonna give me a manage at 0.8. So, anyways, yeah, it looks like we're gonna be over the landing weight, but. Yeah, most times, Lonnie, like in the RJ land, our cost index is 11 or super. But it still gives us 0.7s and 8s sometimes. But I'm going to say 142. We're going to be probably heavier than that. And we'll just go with that. So we'll go down here. Let's expand my scale a little bit. There we go. Taking the ILS 5 right. I don't think we really need a transition. We'll just take it further. Maybe that I have an approach in. We're at 7.8. We're getting a little better. Might have to give myself some vectors here. I don't know of any way of lessening our weight once we're in the airplane, unfortunately. And the 320 does not have fuel dump, to my knowledge. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the APU. I'm going to burn as much fuel as I possibly can. I might even fly with full spoiler out. And then we're going to burn all this fuel off because they overloaded us. Can stay lower than planned and then throw flaps early. Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, we can stay down at 30, we can stay down at 28,000. Let's go back down. It's gonna honk at me for a bit. We're gonna change it in here. That's a good idea. 280. It doesn't like that. I gotta do it on the perf page. Has it there. Cruise. Next phase. Greetings from Lucky's Flying Service and Live Bait. Wait, welcome, Lucky. Thanks for stopping by. Probably even lower. Well, we only got to burn about 800 pounds or so. Hopefully with the APU, it'll burn it off. No, I don't want to activate approach phase. Oh, I changed it. Alright, cool. 280. Alright, all cruise, Mach nav. We're all good. It's going to bring us up to 300 and just under 320 knots there, 319 or so. We'll check our company messages just to get rid of all that garbage. But if we really need to, I'll just descend early and get the gear out and use a bunch of that. But it's a sim, whatever. I could land overweight if it needs to. I'd like to not. Let's see, flight plan reaching 7.4. That's better there. Let's try 260. So we got to get down to 7. We got to get down to estimated fuel 7. And we're burning off some fuel with the APU as well, so Alt star. Early flaps down maneuvering will probably be more than enough. Yeah, we'll be okay. Rate says prog page. Oh, you can change it there? I see what you're talking about. Change the cruise. Cool. Sweet. Well, I think we're pretty much good to go. We'll go medium settings on that guy. ILS is auto-tuned, so that's all done for us. Don't have to work on that part. For some reason my frames just aren't that good anymore. I don't know what happened. They just have tanked. Like, I used to get such great performance. Turn that off. I don't like that. Oh, that should be an ultra. That's why. Go back to medium on everything. I mean, this should be able to give me good. I mean, it's a 4080, but whatever. Didn't mean to press that. Go away, please. What did it even say? Auto land? Alright. Let it go away by itself. That's a little bit better. We're in the 50s, 60s in the frames now. 7.3. Just burning off that APU fuel. We had this problem a few nights ago. Fuel overfueled, and even with staying low and going fast, we were still projecting 4 tons overweight. That one after ATC shortcuts. Yeah, it's not so much that they overfueled, it's more of the fact that SimBrief like always loads you to like the absolute maximum that they can throw you with fuel and payload and everything. So when you go to your destination, I should have checked, but you're always like a pound away from your max landing weight. So I just gotta check that for next time. Do it in the RJ always as well too. I was deadheading on a queue once, and they had that problem. We were overweight by about 500 to 600 pounds, and they just threw the props full forward, gear down at like 8,000 feet. I just used it all. Wish X-Plane payware aircraft is more cheap than it would much better than MSFS. Its physics is amazing, but MS seems more usable. Yeah, I mean, everyone loves the physics in X-Plane. Coming from the rural airplanes, I don't like them that much. Everything in X-Plane, to me, this is my personal opinion, feels way too exaggerated in terms of its turbulence and wobbliness and bounciness and all that. Flight Sim, you can argue, is too on rails. I think there should be a nice median point, but I actually enjoy Flight Sim a bit more. That being said, both flight models are just games. So don't think that you can fly a plane because the flight model explains better. Just fly what you enjoy. These are both very, very far off from what real world is in terms of flight model and procedures and all that kind of stuff. So just enjoy what you enjoy. If people make fun of you for playing X-Plane or Microsoft, just say, well, it's not real anyways. I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. Again, that's my hot take. I'll give you guys a bit of a brief. I'll be coming in through one of these. Which one was it again? Dama 1 Alpha. So max 250 below 10,000. Don't really have to put that there. That's just like standard, but whatever. We're coming in through Domux, which is above 4, and it just brings you in, and then it's radar vectored. We'll be landing runway 5, so it's gonna basically do kind of a right downwind, and we'll just kind of vector ourselves around. So we're coming in from this way. We'll hit about 10 miles or so, then we'll turn left, and then we'll just follow it in like that. It is 10:15, approach course of 50. I think it already has it preloaded into the FMS for us. RadNav 10:15. Yep, yes it does. Anyways, page 11-2. It's ILS 5, right? I've never been here, so I'll give you the full IFR brief. Into Dusseldorf. It's page, I already said that. No effective date, but it's December 6, 2024. ILS at 10:15. Set left and right. Front approach course is 050 with the glide path check and NATO 3000. And let's set up our Probably should have set up our perf page first. Our MDA Cat 1 is going to be Cat C or Cat D? Probably a Cat C. C goes out to 145. And that's based off of ground speed. Let's quickly check here. We're going to go to perf. Next phase, next phase. 1015. Let me get the weather up. Temperature. Someone has to teach Europe how to write an ATIS. This is all over the place. I'm just going to use that one. 11 degrees. And the wind is variable at 1 knot, so whatever. In that case, it's predicting an approach speed of 139 with a landing of 134. So it'll be Cat C, and that means it's 328 for the barrowman on the Cat 1. I'll bring this guy back up. It's going to be a standard 3-degree slope. Pappy's on the left. REL as well, and the ALSF Type 2 lighting. And then in Dusseldorf on 5 right, we're going to plan to exit most likely right on Lima 4 there. It's probably what we're going to hit. And if we did miss that, Lima 3. And we'll go into the gate. We're parking tonight at Alpha 65. And that's about it. Fuel-wise, check our min fuel here. Min fuel in Dusseldorf is 5.9, and we're still predicting 7.3. So we're gonna have about call it 2,300 pounds of extra gas or so, 2,500. We have time for another spin around if needed. Probably, yeah, it's IFR, so probably one spin around, then we'll go to the alternate, which is Frankfurt. The threats, obviously we got low vis. The temperature dew point's actually the same at 1111. So we got very low vis, 2,000 meter RVR. Just gonna be a full ILS Cat 1. We're gonna go down to 20,000 feet in hopes to burn a little bit more fuel. And that's about it. You guys can consider yourself brief. Any other threats other than me talking to chat? Got 42 of you guys in the vertical stream. I'd really appreciate if you guys would press that like button for me and subscribe and comment and do all that kind of stuff. We're streaming vertically and horizontally. Oh, we got Frankfurt Tower online. That's kind of cool. 118.305. That's a weird frequency. $55 of you guys watching with only 13 likes in the vertical stream. Please go ahead and double tap your screen. If you're on the iPhone or Samsung, just double tap your screen to press a like. It really does help the channel. If you're liking the content, I would really appreciate that. Oh, you guys have been commenting like crazy over here. Let me back up. No sim will ever produce railroad physics anyway. Exactly. I always thought the stock aircraft X-plane felt too much on rails. Why I never bothered continuing with it. That and massive scenery downloads. Yeah, oh yeah, you have to download like every scenery if you want it to look good. I had my very first lesson in 1965, just before leaving for Vietnam. Holy crap, what was that in? You remember the airplane that was in? I won't lie though, X-Plane 12 looks not too shabby. I'm on the cusp of giving it a go just to see what's they have to offer. Yeah, they have a lot of cool planes. I just oh, let's take one down 18,000. Supposed to be evens here. They have a lot of cool planes. I just don't really care for it. Yeah, I just don't like the setup and the physics. I'm not down. I'm down to try it again though. I do want to fly their Concorde. My flight instructor always says do not use any simulator unless you use with your mouse, otherwise it would affect your muscle memory. Currently I'm on multi-engine. That's not true. It's not true. It's not you know, terrible advice for a brand new PPL student type of stuff, because you want to get all that stuff done, but by multi-engine you can use the sim. I've been simming for 13 years, flying for 7. If anything, it's kind of helped me. My blood is boiling. I want to fly simulator with VATSIM. Yeah, dude, go for it. It won't ruin anything. But you should. It's good for procedures, as Lonnie is saying. But just because you play a game at home, that's like saying you play racing simulator, and then you're gonna get in your car or something and not know how to drive. Like they're two separate things. Like, at least for me, when I get in the RJ, I know how to fly the RJ. When I get home, come home and fly the 727 or whatever, and on my Moza yoke, it's a different feel. I kind of go in CRJ mode. I am much better my fleet friend if I compare, but I want to dig in deep. I miss all VATSIM events. Yeah, man. Yeah, again, man, have fun. VATSIM will help you in the long run, I think, personally. I like the CRJ from you, actually. I'm in the Turkey, and I guess I'm the only one who knows lots more information about it. Well, I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you get on the RJ if that's the airplane you want. It is a very fun one to fly real world, where you actually still have to fly it. I'm gonna get a drink of water here, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see, we're predicting now 7 point, how did I go up? 7.4? There's no way I'm burning. Is this APU not burning any fuel? Like, come on. I have signed for Airbus MPL program, so I have no chance to fly the CRJ, but in future, if I have a working chance at US, I will definitely go for the RJ. Now, if you're going to the US, go 350 Delta. That's what you want. Or 67 United, I've heard, is very good too. Yeah, I forgot in Europe over there, you guys you don't get any experience. You just like go to school and get an A320. It's pretty. That's pretty nice to do that. All the power to you. You'll enjoy it. It's a whole different world over there. Is Fenix modeled to perform fuel dump? I don't think the 320 does dump fuel. I could be wrong. We got IDG, there's the pumps here. Oh wait, we're gonna talk about, yeah, fuel pumps here. Yeah, they have cross feeds, and that's about it. You can just, the 330 dumps, the 320s don't. Unless I'm missing something, but I'm 99% sure they don't dump. I'll leave a % there just in case. Yeah, I'm going super quick. APU's burning. You know what? I'm gonna put the spoiler out. Screw it. Let's use some more thrust here. Now we're only doing 7.3. Doesn't do all that much more. Probably doesn't carry enough fuel to dump. Yeah. And they are creating their own FOs without a signal risk. Yeah, I don't know. I'm of the opinion, and it might be old philosophy, but I'm of the opinion that you go to flight school, learn how to fly. You either you know, you either instruct or you get some sort of time as a pilot in command. That way all those pilot in command decision making skills, at least you have a little bit of time doing that before airline stuff. It's just a different methodology, or philosophy I should say. Hey, Robbie on the vertical stream. How long left on the flight, my man? Hi from UK, bro. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I've always wanted to visit the UK, actually. And I want to go to the Concorde sim you guys got over there. But we got about probably another 30 minutes or so, not even. Let's check over here. 13:15 is what it's predicting. Let's see if it actually gives me a time. It probably doesn't. 13:15, so like 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Nothing too bad. And currently what's happening right now, Robbie, if you're looking at and why is the APU on and all that kind of stuff, we're currently, we need to burn off 300 extra pounds to be within limits for weight limits. So I'm going to give myself a heading here. We're going to go off to the north for a little bit, and then we're going to come back. Just to hopefully burn a little bit of extra poundage. Basically, when we're at 8,000 pounds of fuel, I'm going to turn us back to the left. And I'm running the APU in hopes to burn some extra fuel. And I'm also pretty low as well. Lower than I should be, just so I can burn extra fuel as well. So that's what's currently happening. Reed was here, Lonnie. I don't know where he went. AVD, welcome. Unfortunately, their company don't hire low timer. Unfortunately, your company don't hire low timer like 2 years. I would love to get in the RJ now. I have to fly turboprop. Yeah, they've changed. We did used to hire lower time, but now we're not in too much of a demand currently. But we are starting hiring again shortly, I think, is the rumor mills that I've been hearing. So keep applying. Always keep applying and keep updating your resume. That is the best way to do it. We have signed for 110,000 euro with 10-year contract. That is crazy. They own you though, hey? They own you for 10 years. Probably doesn't carry enough fuel to dump. You guys pay. I already read that one. Sorry, Panda. You guys pay for your type rating there too, which is insane. That over here in North America, if you pay for a type rating, it's seen as like a bad thing. Like you're paying your way to the airline type of a thing. Most of Turkish FLs came from the military, so there tends to be yelling and shouting in that case you make some stupid mistakes. That's funny. It's pretty funny, actually. Alright, we're basically at 8,000 pounds. Let's go ahead and turn back. I'm just going to go over here and press direct. Sogny. No, I don't want to do that one. Direct. APEG. Execute. Manage nav. What are we at now? 7.1. I thought we would have got that. Oh well. We'll put up the spoiler for a couple seconds here. Or we can just do this actually. We'll just overturn it and then we'll come back the other way. Okay guys, we're just trying to burn some fuel. Just trying to burn some fuel. Gotta get under our max landing weight here. Where are you flying? We're going to Dusseldorf, and then we are going to do the return flight and then do a new stream with Lonnie, Flight Sim Gaming. He's going from Cleveland to Newark, and then Newark to Savannah, I'm pretty sure. So possibly, actually, I might have to cancel the return flight just so I can get everything sorted and set up for the next flight. But we will be live again at 7:30, guys. Oh, did I accidentally turn us on the exact heading we needed? Oops. Let's not do that. Still predicting 7.1. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the APU off here. Yeah, man, we're gonna tag along. I'm gonna stream along with you. I'm gonna take the Citation X out. We'll get the Moza yoke all loaded up. How far? Cleveland Newark is about 40 minutes. How far is Newark Savannah? I might not be able to do that one depending on the time. I have to. I'm gonna be playing Fortnite with my girl later on tonight. Or I might actually come with you for Newark to Savannah. Okay, no, that's perfect actually. I'll do that. Is there any way, I don't want to ruin your thing, but is there any way you can start at 7? If not, no worries. I might have to start, I'll have to just rush it a little bit. Or actually, I might only be able to do one flight. Go back over here, guys. We should be at 7.0. There we go, 7.0. All right, so we can finally go direct. ATC is probably, what the heck is this guy doing? We're gonna go direct EPEG again. We'll execute that, please. Thank you. Please. Thank you. At this point, we'll just go direct. Bad to go. And we'll execute that. It seems like a very close top of descent. We're gonna set up 4,000. Go. And now we are finally under the max landing weight. Predicted at least. Oh, we got up to 990. Holy crap! You guys have been subscribing like crazy. I didn't catch up. We are 10 away from our subscription goal today, guys. 10 away. We're predicting, hopefully, not predicting, but we're hoping for 9,100 by the end of the stream and 10,000 by the end of the month, guys. Now we're expecting 6.8. That's going to work out pretty good. And we're going to go to the next one because I don't want to do this whole... That doesn't work on there. If it works on the wing, we'll do that. There we go. Just go straight. Make this easier. Has Domix at 13. That's wrong. It needs 4,000 there. Oh, it has it there. Above 14, so it planned... sorry, above 4, so it planned 4,000. It's about, yeah, it's about 12 miles away. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. We shall see how it works out. I appreciate all you guys subscribing and commenting and all that stuff. The streams have been popping off recently, so I really appreciate that. Sorry, I've been missing out on this Vertigo stream here. Steve01, welcome. I'm considering starting to learn, but I'm still working with the what path is best. But it's scary due to the UK. Get up to the commercial license costs a lot to do, but we will see. Hey, well, all the best, Stevo. The only thing I can say is if you can't afford it, maybe wait a year or two to try to save a good chunk and then do it. But I will say, if you love it, then you should do it, because even though you'll probably be in debt for a while, at least you won't be too miserable going to work trying to pay it off. I fly to Manchester, UK. From there, you will fly over my house on the approach. We can't hear your radio, bro. Oh, there's no one talking on radio right now. There's no one on VATSIM right now. It's completely dead. But yeah, if we go to Manchester, if I ever get there one day, I'll probably maybe about 7 years, or maybe 3 to 5 years, hopefully. Yeah, there's nobody on ATC. We won't hear anybody. Edinburgh to Sav is almost 2 hours, so that's why I'm just gonna do Cleveland AWR. I'm starting at 7. Want me to go 7:30, you mean? Oh, I thought you were starting at 7:30. Okay, never mind. No, 7's perfect. How would you do this? I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just asking. Would you rather do Newark Savannah one flight or a Cleveland turn? That's the next question. I'm just trying to change your whole stream. No, I'm just wondering. I'm just personally wondering if you do one full 2-hour flight or a turn. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do one probably flight. At 7 o'clock. I'll have to start at 7. I have 2.5 hours. And then I'll have to hop off. Roger. What does that mean? We got Dusseldorf. Oh, tower hopped off. We do not have Dusseldorf tower. Should be done within 2.5 hours. Okay, cool. Cleveland turn for sure. Rather get 2 flights and they're shorter. Yeah, what is it, like 45 minutes? Something like that. I think I got it fine. Let's go on Contrail, guys. Let's see if I can get Cleveland scenery. I have Newark scenery. Don't think I have Newark scenery or Cleveland scenery though. Anytime I hear Newark, I get a little bit PTSD from going there. KCLE. Do I have scenery? I think I have free scenery. We'll just use that. Oh yeah, guys, we'll be taking. You know what? I'll put it in the poll here. What do you guys want to see? Guys, the poll is live on the horizontal stream. I will make one on the other one. PackSim CLE, if you don't have it, 24 compatible. Yeah, it's not on Contrail, so I won't have it. Alright guys, the poll is live on the vertical stream now too. Pick the airplane you would like to see in the next stream. We hit our manage descent. Got flight recorder already started. Oh, I forgot I left this guy all the way back in. I left this camera view all the way back in wherever we were, Zurich. There we go. That would have crashed your sim back in the P3D days. It did get a little laggy as it's unloading all that crap, but there we go. Robbie says 737 getting it, I think. You're going to get one? Yeah, I'd recommend the iFly Max 37. That one's really, really good. Let's look up our fuel, 6.5. Yeah, we're golden. APU's off. Everything's going well. Any reason we just swing wide on the corner? I think it was a waypoint to a waypoint there. Or it was so close that it had to smart turn. Yeah, it was most likely a smart turn. I would like the 727, but learning how to set the stab trim scared me for life. What do you mean? It's so easy, just trim. Alright guys, we're coming up to 10,000 feet. Dusseldorf ATC has all turned itself off as they knew I was coming and did not want to have this awesomeness land at their airport. Coming up to 10,000, I'll put the cameras back on. Make sure they're all pointed the right way. Put a light on here for you guys to see maybe a little better, maybe not. Whatever, move it off. I really gotta figure out this camera situation. I don't have the best position for them, but alright, we're gonna end the poll, guys, on the vertical and the horizontal stream. The vertical stream results, 100% of you guys said 727. And on the horizontal, where'd it go? Okay, well, it disappeared, but I think it was 67 of you guys said 727. So we'll be doing 727, not the Citation X, over with the Cleveland turn. Here comes 10,000 feet. Throw our lights on. Here comes the low visibility. And click the terrain button as well. Do you use a separate hard drive for your videos? Nope. Nope, I got 3 terabytes, so whenever I edit a video and I'm done with it, I just delete it. There's the poll, finally. 66% said 727, 33% said the Citation. Think you're a bit high? No, we're not on the final approach. We got to spin around still. We're going to have to go all the way over here, fly a downwind over here, and then come around and turn. So we are all goodies. Don't worry, I'm a CRJ pilot. We don't let ourselves get high. we're not Airbus pilots. No, rely on their little VNAV stuff to do it for them. That's for Reed if he's still here. Now everything's gonna work out actually pretty okay. We're gonna be above 4 there. It wants more drag, but that's because it's think it's going direct, which we're not gonna do that. I'm just going to do open descent at 250. We're going to press our landing symbology. If you guys do want to pick up anything in the description, it is there for you to save some money. You can save money on the PUAir Korea. You can save some money on the ProDesk Sim throttle sets, all sorts of stuff. I'm going to go heading mode. And we're going to go down here. Direct. That one. And radial in. Actually, let's do radial out. I'll do radial in. Is 050. Make sure that looks good. Pretty good. We'll execute that. Where's this guy going? Going to EDL as well. We're going off the other side here. Nope, I don't want in that mode. I don't want in mode. We give ourselves our own vectors. That'll be good to go. I think someone's also turning final for that as well, so we're going to get out of that guy's way. We can go barometric altimeter, 1015 is set. Also going to slow down to 230. User traffic, Swiss Air 1026, could be a right downwind, runway 5 right, commencing approach in approximately 2 minutes. Alright, we're going to continue on down to 3,000 feet. We'll do a vertical speed of 1,000 feet a minute. Slow down to 220. Should be 210.
Bitte doch Traffic auf unser zu, einfach Mike 5 mal 2 and let's go 5 right.
4,000 for 3,000. Glide slope is coming up as we like. Like how it says it's VFR, but it clearly isn't. Airbus CDU direct to and chorus intercept symbology is switchology is so weird. Yeah, it's so annoying. It's like I press direct and it just goes LNAV immediately. So nope, I don't want that. I don't want that. Let's go flap. We're gonna leave the flap actually. We'll go about 900 a minute, and we're gonna turn all the way right inbound. About a heading up north or so. Flap 1. This is our traffic. Swiss Air 1026, approximately 12 miles to the southwest of the field, turning right base 05 right, 3,000 feet. Alright guys, we'll say we are cleared for the approach as well. We're going to press the approach button. Loc and glide slope are armed, and I'm going to turn a little bit more inbound in order to capture those Can I go ahead and slow down? Glide slope alive. Keep on turning it in here a little bit more. Too much. Flap 2. Spoilers armed. Lodestar. .050 for the heading. Gear down. Dusseldorf traffic, Swiss Air 1026, 8 mile final, 5 right, Dusseldorf. Actually about a 9 mile final, but close enough. Alright, let's go ahead and throw everything on just to make sure it is on, lights wise. Glide slope captured, 4,000 is set for the missed approach.
This is offsetting the Princess Golf on Mike vacated 05 right.
Again guys, if you, oh, let me start flight recorder before I forget that. Alright, flight recorder is on. Go flap 3. Keep 160 for the time being. Still at 2000 AGL. Hey, Vericom, welcome, welcome. Oh, oops, forgot those. Everybody sit down. Alright, we're gonna press manage speed, flap full. Landing gear down, signs on, cabin's ready, flight spoilers armed, flaps full, landing checklist completed, landing lights are on as well. If you guys are, or if this landing is good and you guys are members, be sure to put that butter emoji you guys in chat.
Yankee on the base for LSZH-05 right.
Dusseldorf traffic, Swiss Air 1026, 4 mile final, 5 right, Dusseldorf. Alright guys, let's get the excuses out of the way. Oh, we have a tailwind of 1 knot, whatever shall we do, maybe missed approach. What else? I don't like the physics. My joystick is a Virpil, it's not an Airbus stick, so it's bound to give us some problems. What else? I don't know. That's about it. Any excuses we got going on? It's got some ground at the very far left-hand side of the corner. You guys can't see it, but I'm on an ultra-wide monitor, so I can see it. Ground out the front, it's coming up. There's the runways in sight, beautiful. It's about a 700 breakout. All traffic at Dusseldorf, breakout 700 AGL. Autopilot disengaged. Land green. Resource exceeds, of course. When doesn't?
200. Minima.
Correcting slope, but I'm visual with the PAPI.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Hold the nose up. Never mind. The auto brakes will take that nose to the grave. I don't think that's completely correct. We're going to stop this recording because that completely lags up my game. Auto brakes, manual braking now. And we'll take this right exit. I think I'm gonna have to go back to dynamic settings, guys, because this sim is running like trash right now. Don't know what it is, man. There's something in my PC. I don't know, build a new one. Chuck it over the balcony and get a new PC. Gonna exit over here. Maybe it's the new Fenix update, I don't know. But we're getting like 30 frames with a 4080 on everything set to medium. I don't know. Something's weird. Make sure there's no one here. We're gonna disconnect from VATSIM. I'll just let them know we're clear. Just lagging away here. Just drove traffic. We're Swiss Air 1026 clear all runways. There you go.
And this was incorrect.
Disconnect from that. Let's go watch the replay.
Terrain ahead.
Thank you.
Pull up.
Let's get a nice cool view.
Retard.
And I'm gonna close auto FPS because it's not helping me at all. And I'm gonna go back to dynamic settings. All right, let's back this up. Let's get a nice little review going on. Appreciate all you guys stopping by for the landing. Perfectly done. Thank you. I appreciate that, Robbie. Thank you so much. Do you get the butter pins when you grease them in real life as a pilot? Yes, that comes with the contract. Your FO sneezed, the sun was in your eyes, unicorn farted. That's it, yeah. That's all the excuses you can possibly think of. Have you cleared a cache? I have. I just did actually. Before this stream started, I did an NVIDIA cache clean. I did a reinstallation of the NVIDIA drivers. I did a disk cleanup. And I reinstalled the actual sim itself. And it's still running like hot garbage. Unless I use dynamic settings, which I don't know why. Last week it was running just fine. What I can try is deleting my rolling cache. Maybe I'll try that actually. I didn't do that one yet.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
The retard glitch. Went for dinner, what I miss? Just the landing read, no worries. I was making fun of your airplane a little bit. Let's try it. Let's try an NVIDIA cache clean here. Is it flight model? It's probably online. Photogrammetry. Live weather, multiplayer I'm going to turn off. Oh, there we go. Cache. I'm going to set it to 0. And then I'm going to set it to, I guess I can't. I'm going to set it to 45. See if that helps at all. Cool. We'll try that out. I don't think there's anything else I can really do to make this sim run properly. I've tried. I guess I can try AMD FSR 3. I don't know. Well, there it is. Retard succeeds every time. Go back to DLSS, I guess. Make it 120. Give me all the frames. Now it looks worse. Now I'm getting DLSS bugging. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I have no idea what to tell you guys. The sim just doesn't want to work tonight. Could be the new Fenix update. I'm not sure. Could be the new drivers. Multiples of 16 seem to work. What do you mean? With the cache? This game, man. It definitely needs a restart. So I think our replays are all done for now. But hopefully in the next stream, we'll be starting this pretty shortly. In about 15 minutes, we'll be streaming again. So I'm going to stop this stream here, guys. And I'm going to get you guys up and ready for the next stream. We're not going to do an outro. We have no time. We will see you guys in about 15 to 20 minutes.